The NRMA, they've come out today and said that EV batteries must be tested, they reckon, as part of roadworthy checks. They're very concerned about a whole lot of vehicles catching fire. Julie Batch says the frequency of car fires is similar between EVs and internal combustion engines, but EV fires often cause more damage to the car because the batteries are bigger. They're practically like a bomb, James McGrath. I don't suspect you're a bloke with an EV, but what do you make of this push by the NRMA?
I'm a bloke who's got a couple of diesel four-wheel drives, so you won't see me driving an EV. But what the NRMA is showing us
Good
all
man.
is the impact of electrical vehicles are going to have on all of us, but also in terms of the normal motoring consumer. So the NRMA look after motorists, and if they're coming out saying these things are basically dangerous, these are bombs waiting to go off, then why aren't the policy regulators, the policy makers, i.e. federal Labor, doing something about this? This should be a wake-up call to all of us.
What about you, Senator Duniam? I'm really concerned that Chris Bowen has automatically said we're not going to have any inquiry into the Chinese componentry, the security risks behind not just EV cars, obviously, but chips, etc., everything that's everywhere from China in our supply chain. We know that this is something that's under active consideration in the US Congress. We're mad just to take China on trust, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But the blind ideological pursuit of this mad goal that Chris Bowen and Albo and others are having us chase is, they don't care. I mean, we talked before about government telling us what we can and can't say through these mis- and disinformation laws. But as James has pointed out, they're not too worried about the safety concerns around the cars they're making us drive with the laws they're putting in place. What about, as you say, national security concerns? I mean, we know that foreign actors can interfere with these devices. And I tell you what, I'm not an EV driver, and I certainly won't be driving a Chinese one anytime soon if they can interfere with a car behind the wheel, of which I'm behind the wheel of.
I've got to be quick, James McGrath, but help me unravel this one. The Queensland Premier, Stephen Miles, we're obviously into the election campaign now, but he says he won't make deals with minor parties, but he's left the door open to test his numbers if they don't get enough seats to form government. Well, what's that mean?
I mean, you just can't trust this guy. This guy, every time he opens his mouth, he's not telling the truth. The only way to get change in Queensland is to vote for the LNP and David Crisafulli. I'm speaking to you from the Coolum Beach Bowls Club. I'm about to launch Stand 30, the Shadow Police Minister's campaign. We've got 3 weeks to get rid of this mob. Anything Stephen Miles says, ignore him. He is lying. He was lying last week. He's lying today. He's going to lie next week. He'll do anything and say anything to stay in power.
I can't disagree with that. Got to leave it there, Jed. See you both next week.